5,000 money, holy cow. Finally made it. Where'd that dog go? How'd you get all the way in here, by the way? And how far in here am I? Really far. I have to find that brooch.
Emil! Daryl?
I'm sorry, I haven't found it yet. Please, just give me a little more.
You idiot!
You idiot! What are you talking about? We gotta get out of here. You idiot! But the dog.
Are you serious?
Forget about the stupid dog.
But...
Is that the dog? Did you hear that?
Emil!
Run for it, Emil. Aw, cute dog.
Ah! Damn!
Stay back. Daryl?
There's no time for rest.
Over here.
Oh,
Sister Ophelia.
such a relief.
Thank heavens I arrived in time. Now get behind me, both of you. Right.
You mustn't push yourself.
Don't worry, everything's alright. You two are very brave. Now, if only we could be on our way.
I will not lose to you.
Oh man, that's a sick sprite. Is this like Fenrir or something? Oh, it's Hrudvitnir. Yeah, whatever that says.
I see.
My turn now. Oh, sacred light.
Victory shall be mine.
He looks hungry.
What? Much to learn.
Nice.
I see.
Have at you. Out of my way.
Olbrich.
Well then,
That was insane.
let your wounds be healed.
Apparently cross strike is nuts. I figured it might be because it took a lot of SP to use, but holy cow. Do I want to wait? Nah.
A tempest of ice shall reign.
And I lowered his defense as well. Well, I lowered his defense and I buffed Olbrich's attack.
Out of my way.
So, I mean, I knew it was going to do a lot, but wow. Uh-huh.
Now
Look at Therion actually being useful.
then, watch my blade dance.
I wonder if it also
Not to be
crit.
defeated. Have this.
Now, what next?
A tempest of ice shall reign.
Wow, 19%.
I appreciate it. Really.
Have at
Did a
you.
lot of damage. Hold on, let's do this.
tempest of ice shall rage.
My turn now. No, you will not. I'll do my best.
He just buffed his defense, or his whatever it's called, armor stacks.
Let your wounds be healed.
Out of my way. I see.
Have at you. Watch my blade dance.
Oh man, so much damage.
An interesting dilemma.
A tempest of ice shall rage.
Wow.
What is the logical course of action? Let's try this.
I feel like I've never used items as much in any RPG. But abilities are so important and they all cost so much.
Let your wounds be healed.
And there's a lot of mechanics to get you more items, so I don't feel as obligated to save them.
Watch my blade dance.
Out of my way.
I will not be defeated. Oh, sacred light!
Have at you. Watch my blade dance. A tempest of ice shall rage.
Whoa, damage.
Here.
What is the logical course of action? A tempest of ice shall rage.
I'll do my best. Prepare yourself. Ha!
We might be here a while.
No.
I've done a lot of damage.
Watch my blade dance.
He is still here. Uh-oh. Wait, is he charging up, or was that just something else?
I'll do my best. Let your wounds be healed.
Now, what next? Let's try this. Victory shall be mine. Stand firm. Witchery. No.
Oh, he lowered our defense.
Come here.
How about that? You ain't doing crap now.
A tempest of ice shall
How's
rage.
it doing, Sig yourself?
Well then. Let your wounds be healed.
Have at you.
I kind of just have the perfect
Stand
answer for everything he does. And to be honest, a lot of it's because of Therion, surprisingly.
A tempest of ice shall rage.
His
Out of my
buff,
way.
his 2 debuffs are really coming in handy here.
I see.
Well then.
That hurt.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Interesting dilemma. Let's try this.
Out of my way.
I see. Witchery.
Wow, that combo.
Shall be mine.
And we're about to hit him with the
I am not
absolutely mondo damage. Mega mondo damage.
Let your wounds be healed. I'll do my best. No, you will not.
A tempest of ice shall rage. The battle is unbending.
Boom! 2600.
Well then,
He is still standing.
prepare yourself. Oh, sacred light.
How about you? Watch my blade dance.
2000 more damage. He's still standing. Holy cow.
What's yours is mine.
An interesting dilemma. Let's try this. Witchery.
I like how he just points at him.
Shall be mine. How about this? Now, what next? A tempest of ice shall rage.
My turn now.
He's got to be close at this point.
This should help.
That's not good. I don't like any of the things he just did.
How about you? Stand firm. A tempest of ice shall rage.
Bring about a miracle of healing.
Good thing I got heal more because I can't boost. He's mad. I think I upset him.
Here.
The battle is truly joined. Stand firm.
Let your wounds be healed.
Here.
Now then.
Oh. Therion just got
What is the logical course of
whacked.
Let's try this.
Well then. Bring about a miracle of healing.
So Therion gets a turn, and then this dude gets another turn.
What's this now? A tempest of ice shall rage.
Alright, Ulbrich. Get him!
Watch my blade dance.
He's still alive! This is wild.
I see your faces.
The battle is truly joy. Watch my blade dance.
How is he still alive?
What's this now? How about this?
Let your wounds be healed.
I just did 800 damage to my tank?
So much to learn.
What?
Use this.
Why is he suddenly so fast?
Failed.
Might be because
Here.
my characters are dying. He is getting a turn like every other turn
They
now.
must be defeated. This should help.
Now he gets 2 turns in a row, right?
Witchery. Damn.
So we got a code red. I need to break him. Let's do that now. And then try to
I'll take this. What is the logical course
get
of
back
action?
on my feet here.
How about this?
Well then. Let your wounds be healed.
I see your faces.
Now then. Watch my blade dance.
Finally. Holy cow.
With this
Man,
battle, I
that
will
was a
soar.
fight. He only gave me the same XP as a random encounter. But he gave me a ton of job points. That was a fight.
Oh!
You saved our lives.
Wow!
You kicked its butt. Okay, now everything's alright. Good riddance to scary monsters.
Oh!
You said it.
Come on.
Come on, Emil, let's go back home.
But
Hang on, if you'll just give me a little bit more time.
you idiot!
You idiot! Want more time to get killed? You think that was the only monster in here?
Oh.
But I... Ah! See? I knew I'd find it.
Emil.
Emil, you...
Such a relief.
Nice going, Emil.
Thanks.
Ah, thanks.
Now then.
I knew you had it in you. Now, let's get out of here. This is kind of a really random aside, but I really like how the dialogue in this game kind of respects the player. I was really expecting, like, especially given that this is a Square Enix game, and I know they didn't, like, it was a separate team than, like, the Final Fantasy team, but I feel like a lot of times games kind of come off as, like, a kid's show sometimes, where they repeat everything to, like, make sure that the player is following along. So, like, when he ran over and grabbed that, I thought for sure that the kid would be like, "Oh, my brooch, you found it," or like even worse, be like, "Oh, my brooch that I've been looking for this entire time, the brooch that we started this mission about, the brooch that you came in here to get, you found it." You know what I mean? Like, I didn't expect him to go that far, but I very much expected at least the kid to be like, "Oh, my brooch, you found it," and then Ophelia probably to say like, you know, something about it as well. But they didn't even say the word brooch. He just went over and said, "I knew I'd find it," and then they expected us to know what it is that he found and didn't have to repeat it. Which is like a really small thing, but I just kind of respect that. I feel like this whole game has kind of been that way, where they don't feel the need to constantly remind the player what they're doing, which I feel like a lot of newer games do. And sometimes it's good. Like, sometimes it can be nice to, like, the little dialogue that comes up when you start each character's chapter 2 to kind of remind you about the character's chapter 2. Like, that's nice because it could have been 6 hours since the last time you touched that character, you know, if you did all the other characters first. So those are good, but stuff like this where like we ran into the forest to get the brooch or to save him and he was looking for the brooch and then, you know, to immediately say it again. I would expect most games to do that, but this one didn't, which was kind of cool. Emil, I think that Daryl has something he wants to say.
Huh?
He does? Daryl? Emil, I shouldn't have said any of those things I said. I'm sorry for being so mean to you.
Daryl?
Daryl? When my mom died, it seemed so unfair. I think I was just trying to make you hurt, too.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Emil. I'm so sorry.
Oh!
That's a great crying face. It's okay. I knew you were sad, and I couldn't do anything to make you feel better either.
Exactly.
No one else can hurt you quite like a friend can. Ain't that the truth? But you understand each other now, and that's what counts. Now play nice, you hear?
I'm sorry.
I really am sorry, Emil.
Nah.
It's alright. Besides, you saved my life. If you hadn't jumped in the way, that beast would have eaten me alive. Emil. Alright, boys. Save it until we're back in town. Come along. So I'm really kind of liking Ophelia's story because it started off as the typical, like, religious, gotta save the world by doing the thing and being on your righteous quest to save the world, and maybe some like I don't know, it's a very like done trope, right? Where like the character has to go on this righteous quest, but then on the righteous quest learns what they truly care about more than the righteous quest, right? But they've thrown in like this cool twist because her story is way more about friendship. From the very beginning, it was all about her friendship, and then like stepping in to take control of the quest so that her friend didn't have to. And then this chapter 2, you know, we delve deeper into friendship and how friends can hurt you more than anyone else, and et cetera, et cetera. So like her whole quest so far has been all about friendship, which is just, it's cool because that's not like what you would think it was going to be about when you first saw the character. When you first see the character, you're like, oh, this is going to be a Yuna style character, you know, righteous quest, maybe like creating your own identity, because like a lot of times those tropes lead into like you're born with this mission and because of that you never get to be yourself, so you have to like learn to be yourself kind of thing. But like they haven't gone that way at all. It's pretty much specifically about friendship, her whole story so far, which is a cool twist on it. We have some travel banter. You're very quiet, Therion. Are you thinking how heartwarming it is to see quarreling friends make good again? Not exactly. They just reminded me of something. And what might that be? My childhood. It wasn't particularly a happy one, though, so you're probably better off not hearing the details. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry. No need to apologize. It was a long time ago. It's nothing but a memory now, and I know I'm not the only one around with such an uplifting past. I admire your attitude, Therion. It's very brave. Hardly. It's nothing to write home about. We don't get much of it, but the dialogue between the characters is really good. It's good enough to where I want more. I wish I had more of it.
I have returned, Your Excellency.
And then you become a singer.
Welcome back, Sister Ophelia. And how did you find our humble town?
It is a fine place, Your Excellency, with fine children who will surely lead it to a bright future.
Children, you say?
Yes.
I am not sure of what you speak, but it seems you had a pleasant encounter in Saintsbridge today. Your smile beams as bright as the flame. Mighty Elfric brought fire down from the heavens and carried it to every corner of the realm. Every 20 years, one of our faithful sets off on the kindling, following in his footsteps. It is said that the ember born during the rite reflects the heart of the flame bearer who carries it.
The heart of the flame bearer.
20 years ago, when the Archbishop brought us his ember, I recall that his flame burned bright and strong, full of vigor and passion. The fire that you have brought us, Sister Ophelia, to my eyes, it looks to be a warm and gentle flame. I know not which children you met, but I have no doubt your kindness was a comfort to them as well.
You are far too kind, Your Excellency. I only hope that I have helped in some small way.
Hey, Emil, did you find that brooch?
I sure did. We found it in the woods.
I sure did.
The woods? You actually went in? But there are all kinds of nasty beasts in there.
You bet there were. But that sister from the church kicked the living snot out of them. It was friggin' outrageous, wasn't it, Emil?
It sure was. Living snot, huh? Sister!
Why are they acting like they got caught?
It's true, though, isn't it?
Oh, I wish I could have seen it too.
The beast?
No, sister here beating it into a bloody pulp.
Now, just a second.
Anyway, Sister Ophelia's friggin' outrageous, isn't she, Emil?
She really is.
Oh, why do you two get to have all the fun? You better tell me all about it.
Because you're a jerk, Nate. No one likes you.
I do believe my work here is done. And with that, I should journey on to Goldshore.
Sister Ophelia leaves Saintbridge behind, her journey far from over. With one last prayer to the sacred flame of this land, that it might bring happiness to the children living here, She embarks for Goldshore, a town in the coastlands. There, the second church awaits her on her journey. You know, they should make this, story... Hold on. Travel banner? Children can take you by surprise. We oft forget what they are capable of. Hee, it sounds like you are speaking from personal experience. As a young lad back in my village, I was teaching him the sword. Are you worried for him? Nay. 'Twould be a lie to say I do not think of him from time to time, but I do not worry. I taught him what I could of the sword and other things besides. He took the lessons well. I have faith in the lad. I cannot tell you how happy that makes me. How so? Well, it's a belief of mine that every child should have a mentor to take them in hand and show them what is right and wrong. And I concur. That was kind of cute. Connecting Ulbricht's story to this chapter. Is there any new stuff to buy? Because I still have like really outdated stuff and I just made a bunch of money. Some of the stuff is so expensive, though. So, I kind of wanted to try to bolster evasion on Therion and Cyrus and Ophelia. Mostly Ophelia and Therion. But I don't think I've seen them dodge a single attack. Like, I'm sure they have. But, like, it's really rare. So I don't really think it's worth it. I think I just buff them up instead. In which case, this elemental shield is pretty good. Starlight hat. Silent bit. Whoa! Evasion plus 111. That's insane. That doubles anyone's evasion. You'd probably be seeing some dodges with that. And it has really good stats, too. Man, that thing is nuts. I think I'm gonna get this for Therion because I don't really care about his SP. You might actually dodge stuff with that. Now that it's 255. And then this is really good for pretty much everyone. And it's cheap. Oh, there goes my money. So anyways, like I was saying, I feel like they should take this story and turn it into a like radio drama or stage play or like not podcast, but like my wife listens to a lot of like audiobook or like audio dramas. And like the way this story is told and the way that it kind of, each character has their own section and it kind of summarizes what happened and then summarizes at the end, it would like work really well for something that you listen to one chapter a day on your way to work or something, you know? We had a Fortnite joke earlier already. Okay, so should we go to Quarry Quest? Go to Quarry Quest and hit 2 stories in one? That's gonna be a bit of a walk, actually. I gotta go all the way around there. Should be relatively quick with Cyrus's ability, though. Alright, let me stretch real quick, and then we'll make our way there. Alright, so we need to go up and to the right. We go to South Clearbrook, and then West Clearbrook. I like the traveling. It feels really significant. But I do kind of feel like, I mean, luckily we have Cyrus's ability, but all these battles are just going to be like kind of wastes of time.
Victory shall be mine. I will cut you down.
But at least we had to listen to this banger again.
You should have studied harder.
I do love running through these areas, though. Got some fish for me. Nobody's got a sturdy shield. Is that better than a round shield? Kinda. Not really.
There is no choice.
The battle is
So I
truly
wonder...
I will cut
I
you
think it
down.
said... Wait, did it say that multiple equips buff the encounter thing, or multiple equips don't buff the encounter thing?
What next?
Oh, ice, here's some fruit.
Not bad. A passing grade.
Not bad. Yeah, I think it said they don't. Yeah, so that's kind of a shame. So there's no, like, 0 encounters. Wanna know what I just saw bobbing down the river? An egg, that's what. But it weren't no regular egg, I can tell you that. Bloody enormous it was. Bigger than me head. Wonder if that's for, like, a side quest later. Shatter and the Smash. A woman growing a variety of vegetables near the river. She recommends the leafy ones most of all, claiming them to be flavorful whether they are boiled, baked, or eaten raw. I hope that item is this way, because I'm not going back the other way. I think it was back the other way. Might as well give you that, I guess. You can fast travel? Can I? Oh wow, you can. I didn't even realize. I guess... Well, most of the Chapter 2 places are further away anyways, but... Can you... Okay, you can only fast travel to cities, so yeah. Let's go next. Man, this area looks cool. I love the foggy mist. The creepy eggs.
How about you?
Out of my way.
Try this! An interesting dilemma. Let's try this.
I will not be defeated. May the sacred flame shine forth.
How about you? I will cut you down!
Boom.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
All I see are stacks of pancakes. They do kind of look like pancakes. Now that I did one quest 2, I'm pretty much going to be on level for the rest. I'm kinda... Well... I guess there were some that were like slightly higher level. I think... Wasn't Honitz like... Or Olbrix is 27. Yeah, and Honitz is 27. But still, I kind of feel like there's a weird balance with, like, each chapter. So, like, the first chapter you do is by far the hardest, and then they just get easier as they go. Which is, like, not really great, just because of how long it takes to do them all. Like...
Protect us.
Oh, I got a trophy. Fought 200
Out
battles.
of my way.
You know, if you look at something like... What's a good example? What's an example of a RPG quest where there's like 3 or 4 different things you have to do and you can do them in whatever order you want? First thing that came to mind was the huge materia quest in 7, but that's not really true because you can only really do 2 of them out of order. What's a better example?
What is the logical course of action?
That one game where you have to... that one game where you have to sing, but you can choose how. What?
What is the logical course of action? The battle is truly joined.
I'm sure there's a good example, I just can't think of one. But anyways, like, if you're in an RPG and there's like a couple different things you can do out of order, then whichever one you do first is obviously going to be the hardest, and then all the other ones are going to be easier because you're slightly stronger from the first one, right? But usually that's just like one section of the game, and then once that section is done, you know, you move on and things continue to be
Out of my way.
kind of increasing in difficulty slowly, right?
I'll do my best.
But here it's like Quest 1 for each character took what? 8-10 hours? For us to get through all the characters? And like, you know, for the Let's Play it's obviously a bit shorter, so if you're doing it yourself, maybe you get through them in like 6 or 8 hours. But like 6 or 8 hours of that, and then you do Quest 2 for everybody, and it's like 6 or 8 more hours, where basically the first hour is going to be the hardest part, and then the next 7 hours is going to be progressively easier. And I don't know if that's a really great way of doing things. Like, our first 2 or 3 chapter 1s were like pretty good difficulty, but then the last couple were really easy because I had my whole party and they were pretty leveled, and you know, it was like pretty...
I see.
I didn't really have any issues. And I feel like the same thing's gonna happen here, where like that wolf was really difficult. It took me forever to kill him. But now each subsequent chapter 2 is gonna be easier and easier because I went up 6 or 7 levels during that. And it's just gonna get worse as we go, I feel. And we still have, you know, 7 more to do. So if I get to do 7 of these and they're all going to be easier than the one I just did, then that's kind of lame, you know?
My turn now.
And I'm sure some of them are going to be harder just because they're harder bosses. Kind of like that one that was randomly pretty difficult. I think it was Ophelia's. Like, I died to him because he had like a really strong attack, but you know, in general, I think like that way of doing it maybe isn't great. Like, usually I don't like level scaling, but this might be a spot where it would work well. Because you just have too many options. Like, if you give the player an option to do 8 different stories at once, and you don't balance them, you're definitely going to get into a scenario where that 8th one you do, they're going to be like super strong for. Fire amulet. Reduces fire. I was hoping it would increase fire damage, but I'll take that. Flare. Thank you so much for the 65 months. Where is all the time gone? It's definitely been a wild year, that's for sure.
Out of my way.
I appreciate you being here, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm very outspoken about level scaling. I generally don't like it, but I definitely admit that there are some times where it's required or will lead to a better experience. And this game definitely feels like one of them, where maybe it would have been better, or like
I will cut you down.
At least
My turn now.
something should have been put into place.
May the sacred flame shine
Doesn't have to be
forth.
level scaling, but
Well then.
Yeah, I think Olbrix and Honitz will hopefully still be like a good challenge. But you know, if the idea is like, oh, do them in order from lowest level to highest level, well then what's the point of giving us the choice, you know? Just have them, you know, just make us do them in order. Like, what's the point of being like, oh, it's a game where you can
Victory shall be
play in
mine.
any order you want, but by the way, it's gonna be boring if you play it in any other order other than this one. You know?
My turn.
At that point, I'd rather you just put me on rails and, you know, still have the 8 different stories, but
Logical course of action.
just put me on rails at that point and just, you know, give them to me in a way where they are consistently challenging. Now this is just, you know, I'm just conjecturing here because honestly I've been very happy with the difficulty scaling so far. I feel like the game is like not easy by any means and the bosses are like really big and epic battles. So like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like game sucks, but I'm just thinking like maybe it could have been better because I do feel like the last couple bosses I fought in chapter 1 were considerably easier, and I feel like the same thing's gonna happen here,
Out of my way.
but maybe not. Maybe Onitz and Olbric's bosses are like super crazy hard even at level 35. Just have to see. How's it going, heroes?
Now
You, sir, are going to be very happy about our big announcement later.
then, the battle is truly joined. With each battle, I grow stronger.
Yeah, game sucks. Every boss didn't kill me at least once. Game sucks. What's in here? Derelict mine. That must be something for later. Because it's level 30. I feel like... Would you guys have liked some side areas that are like completely optional? Because it would be kind of cool if while I was walking around there was just like little tiny dungeons with just goods in them, you know? But I feel like the map is already so full of things that I'm not surprised that there's no optional areas, you know? Like, game's already big enough, I'm not necessarily asking for optional areas, but... would be nice to have just a little, like, side area for, like, a special weapon or something.